So Nutrition Group is a contract manufacturer of protein bars. So in 2018 we decided to install a brand new production line and set about being the UK's biggest producer of protein bars. So we installed a brand new protein production line, and ultimately we needed to increase the capacity of that line quite dramatically to keep up with demand. We put a tender out and we needed to buy a new flow wrapping machine. So when we got in touch with BW, Sam came in to come and visit us and the tender went from there.
I'm Sam Robinson. I'm a Regional Sales Manager for the UK and Ireland for BW Flexible Systems. I first met Richard a couple of years ago when I dropped a card off in reception. 18 months later, after the pandemic, I reached out to him and he asked me to tender for an opportunity.
The production process starts by blending powders together, which we then make into a dough, which forms the base of the bar. When that dough's been made and it's cooled and the proteins have hydrated, we then take those blocks of dough, put them through our extrusion line, which then forms the shape of the bar. We can layer caramel and nuts onto there, or Crispies, and then the bars are then cut with a guillotine. They go through the chocolate enrober, and then they go through a final cooling tunnel, and then at which point they then head into the BW system flow wrapping machine, which puts the bars into the wrappers. So in terms of customization on the line, the way that the guys at BW worked with us is that they came to visit the factory and they saw how the existing line worked, saw what issues that we did have, and then took both film and product away with them to their factory, which was trialed, and ultimately they did run speeds and checks to make sure that the wrappers were actually sealed. And from there, that gave us the confidence to say, well, this machine is going to work for us. We'd been to visit a machine actually in production at another factory, and we were very impressed with it. And having talked to the operators that were running that machine, they had a lot to say about it and enjoyed working with the machine. And we were just very impressed with the team and felt they were the right people to work with.
I'm very fortunate that BW Flexible Systems, there's a large team of committed engineers and support staff to ensure that when a project is brought to the table, we're able to offer a fulfilling service throughout. Customer trust is something that we really try and hit home, and ensuring to a customer that they have our support from start to finish and even after installation is fundamental to us. We're able to deliver a system that exceeded Richard's expectations and that I trust to grow with them in the years to come as they do well in the market.